أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. We're together again with Surah Ali Imran, and this is the fourth page of this surah. In this video I'm going to try to explain this page word by word, and if there is a grammar rule, I'm going to explain it simply. Then at the end of each ayat, I'm going to read the whole ayat one more time. Let's start. This is yes no question. Lam, did not or have not. And it changes the last sound of the verb that comes after it. Mostly it makes silent. I'm going to give an example for that. For example, normally it is yaktubu, but when it becomes with lam, it becomes lam yaktub. Lam yaktub. It's like that. Here, this is a little bit different. There is actually ye here, but lam drops it. Lam tara. The meaning is, didn't you see or haven't you seen? Ile, tara ile, when they're used together, it means see. Haven't you seen? الذين, those, utu, who were, and this is passive. When it is active, it is ate. It is here utu, so it is were given nasiban, a portion, min al-kitabi, from the book. Min changes the last sound of the noun that comes after it, and it makes bi like this. Min al-kitabi, from the scripture. Yud'awna, they are invited or they are being invited. It can be translated in two ways, and this is also passive. When it is active, it is yad'una. It means they invite. Yud'awna, they are invited. Ila kitabillahi. Ila means to, and it also makes the last sound of the noun that comes after it like this. I. Kitabillahi, the scripture of Allah. لِيَحْكُمَ, to judge between them, بينهم, between them, or to settle the dispute between them. ثُمَّ يَتَوَلَّى, then they يَتَوَلَّى, turn, فريق, a party of them, minhum, from them, a party of them, وهم معرضون, and they are averse, or they turn away heedlessly. Let me read the whole ayat. Have you not seen, or haven't you seen, those who have been given a portion of the scripture? They are being invited to the book of Allah to settle their dispute, then a party of them turned away, and they are averse. ذلك, this, and together with be, this is because. بأنهم, that they, قالوا, because this is because they say. Normally they said, but in Arabic there are only two tenses, past tense and present tense, and sometimes they can be translated instead of one another. Normally this قالوا, they said, but they say. Lan, and it will talk about something that will never happen in the future, lan. And it also changes the last sound of the verb that comes after it. Tamas, instead of tamassu, it becomes lan tamassa. Will never touch us. Ne means us, and naru, the fire, illa, except ayyaman, days, ma'dudat, so for a number of days. وغرهم deceive في دينهم about their religion. Fi also changes the last sound of the noun that comes after it. And here, up to now, we have seen three prepositions, and they are min, ile, fi. And also we have be here, but after it we don't have a noun. Also, it changes the last sound of the noun that comes after it. So, bi, li, fi, ile, ale, min, an, and etc. The prepositions changes the last sound of the noun that comes after it. Fi dinihim, about their religion. Ma kanu yaftarun, what they invite. Let me read the whole ayat one more time. This is because they say the fire will not touch us except for a number of days. And what they used to invent about their religion has deceived them. فكيف then كيف how is there, how will it be, is there, when جمعناهم, when we gather them. Normally it is جمعنا, we gathered in past tense, but together with is there, we gather them ليوم, for the day, لا ريب فيه, فيه, about which, لا ريب, there is no doubt about, for the day about which there is no doubt. ووفيت, وفيت was given, but here it's going to be translated like will be given. ووفيت كل نفس, each person will be given ما, what كسبت, what he has earned, وهم لا, and they will not be dealt with unjustly. They will not be dealt unjustly. Let me read the whole ayat one more time. How will it be when we gather them together on the day about which there is no doubt, and each person will be paid in full what he has earned, and they will not be dealt with unjustly. Kul, say, Allahumma, O my Allah, Malik al-Mulki, the king of the kingdom, the possessor of the kingdom, tu'ti, you give, al-Mulki, the kingdom, you give the kingdom, man tasha'u, whoever you will, whoever you want, wa tanzi'u, and you take the al-Mulki, the kingdom, mimman, from whom you will. وتعز, you honor whoever you will. وتذل, you dishonor, disgrace who you will, who you please. من تشاء, you please, you wish, you will. بيدك, in your hands, الخير, the good, or all good is in your hand. إنك, truly you, inne, truly, ke, you, truly you, ale, So it means over, and qadirun ala, to be capable of, to have power, kulli shay, about on everything, or is able to do everything. It can be translated in different ways. Let me read the whole ayat one more time. Say, O Allah, possessor of the kingdom, you give the kingdom to whom you will, and you take the kingdom from whom you will, and you honor whom you will, and you humiliate whom you will. In your hand is the good. Verily, you are able to do all things. Tulijul leyle, tuliju, make, enter, or cause something to pass. Tulijul leyle, you make the night, layl, night, so fin nahari, into the day. With tulijul nahara, where you make the day into the night. So when you see here Leyle, it ends with a because it is object. But here fil layli, it ends with e like this because there's a preposition and it's a prepositional expression. So the ending of the nouns change according to the role of them in a sentence. When it is subject, it ends with u. When it is object, it ends with a. When it is a prepositional form, it ends with e. Where تخرج, you bring out الحي, the living, من الميت, from the dead, and وتخرج الميت, you bring out the dead, من الحي, from the living. وترزق, you provide من تشاء, whoever you will, بغير حساب, without حساب, limit. Let me read the whole ayat one more time. You make the night to enter in the day, and you make the day enter into the night. You bring the living out of the dead, and you bring the dead out of the living, and you give wealth and sustenance to whom you will, without limit. لا يتخذ, so this is imperative for the third person. لا يتخذ, don't let the believers take, المؤمنون, the believers, الكافرين, so the disbelievers, don't let the believers take the disbelievers, أولياء, as friend, as supporters, helpers, من دون, instead of المؤمنين, instead of believers. ومن يفعل, whoever does, this, فليس, after man, mostly we see fa in Quran, also in Arabic. ليس من الله is not from Allah. ليس من الله في شيء, about anything or in any way. We can translate it like he will not have anything from Allah, إلا, except those أن تتقوا, except that you fear, منهم, from them, from fear a danger from them, tuqa, danger, Ve yuhazzirukum, Allah warns you. Yuhazzirukumullahu nefse, against his or against him, against himself. Ve ilallahi, to Allah, el masir, the return, the final return is to Allah. So we can say, like, don't let the believers, instead of that, believers should not take the disbelievers. In that way, let me read the whole ayat one more time. Believers should not take disbelievers as guardians instead of the believers, and whoever does so will have nothing to hope for from Allah, except if you indeed fear a danger from them. And Allah warns you against himself, and to Allah is the final return. Kul, say, in tukfu, in means if, tukfu, if you conceal, ma, what, fi sudurikum, in your hearts, what is in your hearts, aw tubduhu, or reveal it, ya'lamhullah, Allah knows it. Ve ya'lamu, he knows, ma fi samawati, what is on earth, wa ma fi samawati, sorry, it is heavens, what is in the heavens, wa ma fil ard, what is on earth. Wallahu, Allah, ala kulli shay'in qadir. We have just seen this part above, so it is Allah is able to do everything, or Allah is capable of everything, is most capable of everything. We can translate it like that. Let me read the whole ayat one more time. Say, whether you conceal what is in your hearts or reveal it, Allah knows it. And he knows whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth, and Allah is most capable of everything. May Allah forgive all my mistakes and yours. I hope I can make better videos for you, and I also hope that you can make better videos than mine to understand this book in the best way. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. See you in the next videos.